Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Sasha-Lee Hamilton. It's now time for Frontline Business. The Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, is reporting that the economy grew by an estimated 1% in the April to June quarter, compared with the corresponding quarter of 2018. The growth is being attributed to increased capacity utilization at some industrial plants, increased external demand, increased domestic demand facilitated by higher levels of employment, and the continued positive impact of the resumption of operations at Allport. But according to Director General Dr. Wayne Henry, the economy could have seen better growth figures. However, that was impeded by a number of factors.
Drought conditions which negatively impacted output in the agriculture industry and constrained the growth in the food processing component of the manufacturing industry, and the winding down of several major infrastructure projects during the review quarter, such as the Hagley Park and Constant Spring Road improvement projects, which had contributed significantly to growth in construction during the corresponding quarter of 2018.
In relation to the goods-producing industry,
the goods-producing industry is estimated to have remained flat relative to the corresponding quarter of the previous year. This outturn was largely attributed to the impact of improved performances by the mining and quarrying and manufacturing industries, which were counterbalanced by an estimated contraction in the agriculture, forestry and fishing, and construction industries.
The Bank of Jamaica will no longer exchange the Bermudan dollar at its banking counter. The BOJ says it made the decision as it has not been able to repatriate the Bermudan currency. The bank continues to accept all other currencies for which it publishes a counter rate. U.S. President Donald Trump headed into this weekend's major summit between world powers amidst an escalating tariff battle with China. More from the CNN.
I think we're going to make a deal with China, and I think eventually we're going to make a deal with Iran, too.
The G7 summit wrapping Monday with President Trump signaling possible deals that would end the trade war with China.
I believe it more strongly now than I would have believed it a while ago.
And perhaps reestablish a nuclear agreement with Iran.
We're looking for no nuclear weapons, no ballistic missiles, and a longer period of time.
During a 30-minute press conference, Trump said he's more hopeful for a deal after China's vice premier called for a calm attitude in negotiations. It's a shift in tone after a weekend that saw China and the U.S. threatening increased tariffs on one another's imported goods.
Are you now ready to make a deal?
Only if it's a fair deal and a good deal for the United States. Otherwise, I will not make a deal.
Trump also applied cautious confidence to international security, saying he may be willing to meet with Iran.
If the circumstances were correct or the right, I would certainly agree to that. But in the meantime, they have to be good players.
Despite the president's positive tone, what, if any, deals will materialize remains unclear.
In Monday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index declined by 1,130.83 points to close at under 521,000 points. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 69 stocks, of which 26 advanced, 35 declined, and 8 traded firm. The Junior Market Index declined by 35.82 points to close at over 3,500. Stocks advanced for Barita Investments, Caribbean Cement Company, Caribbean Cream, Caribbean Producers, and Carreras Limited. Stocks declined for 1834 Investments, Access Financial Services, Berger Paints, Blue Power Group, and Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances. Trading firm were 138 Student Living, AMG Packaging and Paper, Siboney Group, Darriman Trading, and JMMB Group 7.25%. Sagicor Select Funds Financial was the volume leader with over 22 million units, followed by Wigton Wind Farm Ordinary Shares with over 4 million units and Victoria Mutual Investments Ordinary Shares with over 600,000 units. Oil prices edged lower on Monday on the outlook for increased supply of Iranian crude after France's president lifted hopes for a deal between Washington and Tehran. Brent crude fell 54 cents to $58.80 a barrel. Meanwhile, U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures fell 53 cents to settle at $53.64 a barrel. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Sasha Lee Hamilton. Pleasant viewing.